Hello, welcome to Nina's Knots Crochet. I'm Lynanne. If you're new here, hi, thanks for stopping by, checking out my channel. My channel, it's all about crochet, a little bit about knitting, a lot about yarn, and my journey in this fabulous yarning community. Returning subscribers, hi, thanks so much for coming and spending a little bit of your Friday with me for Flow With It Friday. You guys, it has been a week. First of all, let's address the big elephant in the room. Technically, I'm not supposed to be without it, but I'm a month out of surgery. As long as I'm sitting, I'm taking it off. It is really, really hurting my sternum, and it's bothering my jaw. So if I'm sitting, it's off. If I'm up and around, it's back on. So I'm still not cleared. It's sitting over there staring at me, trying to tell me I need to have it on, but I just can't. It's really hurting my jaw. Of all things, it's hurting my jaw. Anyway, that's out of the way. This week has been a week. I am so excited to be a part of all of these make-alongs and crochet-alongs, and I really love each and every one of the projects that I've picked out to be a part of. Multivalence, perfect. I'm done. I got the first section out of the way, the first clue out of the way, ready for February's clue whenever they release it. Sophie's Universe, love it. Big problem. We'll talk about that in a minute. The shawl along for Jackie at Crochet HD, finally figured that out. That project's going great, and I'm loving it. The knit along, the Double Dog Dare knit blanket with Laura at Mad Mimi, great. Finally figured it out. Going great. Then I come to, let's see, what's the other one I'm doing? Judy at Crochet, Judy's Creations and Crochet. Gosh, why can't I get her channel right? Judy's Creation and Crochet, her monthly make-along. This one I'm really struggling with. I think I find the perfect yarn, and I can't match it to the project. And I love the yarn, but it's like, same with Luck of the Draw. I'm so excited to do Luck of the Draw. Picked out fabulous yarn. I can't find a project to do it. I think that problem might have been solved. In Zoom last night, I was talking to the girls, and I told them that I started my Luck of the Draw, but I hate the project that I'm doing. And Lynette at Charmed Grammy suggested I do a wrap that she's done previously. So she's going to send me the recipe for that wrap. I'm hoping that is the answer to my prayers. So as soon as I get that and get started on it, I'll let you know if that's what it is. But I do not like the project that I picked out. And it's not a bad project. Oh, do I have it in here still? What should I do with it? I don't know what I did with it. I must not really liked it that much, huh? I don't know what I did. Well, it's gone. I don't know what I did with it. And that's okay, because I really, oh, stay there. I really was disappointed in what was coming together. It wasn't what I envisioned in my head. Again, same with the project for Judy. I picked out the perfect yarn. I had beautiful cotton ripple cakes and cotton XL and a cotton funnel cake. They all had that nubbly texture. They looked beautiful together. They were the perfect colors. I started doing this wrap. It looked like a table runner. I was like, okay, this is ridiculous. But okay, so Judy's Creation and Crochet, her monthly crochet along is based on flowers of the month. Each month has its own flower. January was the carnation. February is the violet, not an African violet, but a regular violet. This is the picture. Let's see if I can get it to. It's very, very purple forward with some green. So I have this and this. This has purple in it. It has a little bit of white in it, but it's very green. And then this purple. This, I don't know what this is. I don't know where I got it, how I got it. I'm sure at one point I ordered it. It's a cotton cake of some sort. This I actually won from Judy. And this is some cotton of some sort. It came without a label. So I don't know what these are, but these are perfect for the project. So I picked out a shawl called the One Skein Shawl Copper Beach by Annie Design Crochet, and it's free on her blog. I found it on Ravelry, and I started doing it, and I do not like it. I don't like it. I don't know why I don't like it. I don't know if it's, I don't like, I don't know. It just, and it's one of those that's going to go back and forth like this until it, you know, this side is growing, this side grew, this side's growing. So it's definitely going to give you one of these effects. It is a very pretty shawl. I think it's because I changed colors too soon, maybe. Maybe I should have done a larger section of purple, then changed to the variegated, and then gone back to the purple. I don't know. Tell me what you guys think. It's cute. It's a cute pattern. It's, you know, double crochet and, you know, a window and, you know, skip one, you know, double crochet. It's not a difficult pattern. You just have to remember which side has the increase and which side has the decrease. It's a simple 4-row repeat after you get started. It's mindless. This yarn is really nice. It's soft. The variegated's got a little bit of sparkle to it. I don't know if you can see it. No, you're not gonna be able to see it, but it's got a little bit of a sparkle to it. There, you can see it in there. So it's definitely got visual interest. I don't know. I'm not happy with it. I might change again and find something else. I don't know. I don't know what my problem is. I just can't seem to marry the yarn to the project. But once I do, it works out fabulous, and I'm thrilled. Like my yarn choice for this ball cuddler, perfect, absolutely perfect. I'm loving it. I'm loving the color changes. I'm loving the squishy factor of this. This is a Karen anniversary cake in the color Tropical Butterfly. I am loving how this is coming together. I am loving how this is coming together. This is the Tunisian honeymoon shawl. I am loving how this is turning out. I love this. It took me a while to land on this, but I love this. Why can't I find a project that I love just as much to go with my Luck of the Draw colors or with this? I don't know. I think that's what I'm going to spend the weekend on. Figuring out Luck of the Draw, figuring out Judy's. The other thing I'm going to spend some time with is, if you saw my post on the community tab, you will notice that I have restarted my Sophie's Universe. This is where I left off. This is my progress so far. This was my first one. And somewhere, somehow, I have miscounted. I don't know where the miscalculation has come into play, but it's when you get to the stage to start squaring it off, I can't do it. There's something wrong and I don't know where. And the idea of frogging this back, because most of my ends are sewn in, the last few I haven't, but to try to frog this back to where I can figure out where the mistake is, not happening. So this is going to get turned into a pillow. I'm going to either go to Hobby Lobby or get on Amazon and order a round pillow form. And I'm going to turn this into a pillow. Just because I think this is so pretty, even as it is. So this isn't going to go to waste. But I restarted it. And at this point, I am not sewing any ends in, just in case I have to frog back. But my new one isn't going to be quite as colorful. I'm going to stick with the shades of gray, black, white, and the turquoisey teal. And this is what I've got. I think I'm in the middle of round 3, I think. But here's the start of my new Sophie's. And I really like this. I think this is turning out really pretty. But I am not going to sew in any ends just in case I don't catch a mistake until I'm rounds ahead. I know it's going to be a mess for a while, but it's the only thing I can think of, because trying to frog back something where the ends have sewn in, you end up having to cut something, and it's like, no, I'm not messing with it. So Sophie's Universe is getting a part 2. And the other thing I did is that one, my first one, I started with a 6.5 hook. That thing was going to be giant. So this time I have gone down to the center part I'm doing with a 5mm, and then when that tells you to move up to the next size up, I'll go to a 5.5. But I think this one's turning out really pretty. I think I'm going to like this one just as much as I like the really bright colored one. But to try to frog that back was so daunting to me that I thought, oh, heck no. I'm not even going to do it. It would be easier just to start over. I'm still using the bobbins because I love this yarn. And I have plenty. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm starting over. I'm changing my color scheme, and that's not going to go to waste. That's going to be a pillow. So this is Sophie 2.0. So yeah, needless to say, guys, I'm frustrated. I just don't know why I can't just settle on something. I'm going to spend the rest of today either working on Sophie or trying to come up with a new shawl for the Judy's Crochet along. These are both, I'm pretty sure they're number 1, like super fine number 1, which is okay. I don't have a problem with that. I've discovered I'm not afraid of that anymore. I used to be, but I am no longer afraid of this yarn. I might look into doing a Tunisian. I seem to get into a really good rhythm when I'm doing Tunisian crochet, so I think I might look into doing that. That might be an option. See, when I talk to you, I talk these things out in my head. It starts to make sense in my brain sometimes. So thank you for being there, for being my sounding board. Thank you for listening to me ramble. Thank you for commenting. I do love to read your comments and your suggestions. So if you have a go-to shawl that you use in fingering weight, send it my way. Let me know what it is that I might be able to get inspiration from your work. Because right now I am stuck. I am beyond stuck. I am at a dead standstill and I need to move forward. I think all this recuperating I'm doing is making me very tense. I'm not one to sit all day. I look out my front yard and it's January here in Florida, or February now. My yard needs mowed. I need to get outside and mow my lawn. I can't do that until March, but it's making me crazy that my yard is a mess. I need to be outside. My deck hasn't been swept off in a month. I need to get out. I'm not allowed to do any of that. And it's making me antsy. I need to get up and do something, but I know I can't. So I think that recovery antsiness is now bleeding over into my creativity when it comes to my crocheting and the thought process of putting projects together. And I think that's where I'm struggling the most. I still have to get started on the sweaters or the scarves with sleeves for my granddaughters. Although I'm thinking I might put that project off for a Christmas present because both of their birthdays are in March. And I don't know that a wool sweater is a March appropriate. Again, I was watching Lynette at Charmed Grammy, and she's making her granddaughter a bag out of granny squares that her granddaughter had seen at a store. And I thought, oh, my granddaughter Sydney would love that. So I think I might steal Lynette's idea. I'll change the colors. Sydney's very much an earth tone girl. She likes brown and mustard and green, and she's very into those earthy type colors. So I'm going to see what I've got that I might be able to do something similar. I've got a ton of cotton yarn, so I might be able to do something similar for Sydney for her birthday. And I don't know what I'm going to do for Carson, to be honest with you. I have to shoot her a text. What can I make you for your birthday this year? Last year they each got sweaters. Who knows? She may want another sweater. She liked the one that I made her last year. I made her the Brooklyn chunky sweater by Grace for the frills. It was a super easy pattern that Dina at Homespun Fun had shown, and I whipped that thing out in less than a week because it used chunky yarn, and it was gorgeous. And so maybe I'll make Sydney one of those. That didn't take long. I don't know. See, here I go again. I'm spinning. I have all these things that I want to do and need to do, and I get myself so spun up that I'm doing 100 things before I realize it. Deep breath. It's going to be okay. We're going to figure this out. It's going to get back to normal eventually, right? I don't know. Anyway, guys, I've kept you on here long enough. I hope that you all have a fabulous, relaxing weekend, that you get in some crafting time, you get in some me time, and remember that I really do appreciate each and every one of you. And until I see you on Monday, have a great weekend. Be kind to everyone.